Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So there have been days in between when I last recorded this session, but I couldn't because I had some personal errands to run at this point of time. Okay, so I have moved on to another site because topics were getting repeated in the old one. So again, I'll be using prep model here, which I used in I think 10 videos previously, but now again I'll be using prep model because I have realized that I am able to speak impromptu on any topic now, but I wanted to furnish a little bit more and speak in a structured format with impromptu as well. Okay, so I'll be using prep model. Just to revisit what prep model was, it is point, reason, example, and again point. So to give a demonstration, there is a topic mentioned in the screen. Should violent video games be banned for minors? So first you have to tell the point, what is your opinion on this? I believe yes, it should be banned for the minors. Then I have to give a reason for that, because I'll give the point that at the age when the minors are below, the minors are known for the age like they are below 18, and they have certain rights and don't have certain rights like voting and all. So they have not been given voting right because they couldn't choose or decide with their experiences, or maybe they don't have enough expertise or knowledge at that point of time, and their mind is also not that developed so that they are able to make decisions. Like driving is also considered considered illegal if minor is doing it. Yeah, so there is a reason that certain things are banned for minors. When it comes to violent video games, so what happens is brain of minors is very active, and this is the characteristics of brain that they don't understand difference between reality and imagination. So when a teenager is totally involved in a violent game, he is into it, he is living it, and his brain is getting trained in that particular way only. When it comes to the real world, he would be bringing in more violence in that as well, which is not at all good for him. So I believe again that violent video games should be banned for minors. So applying prep model, what I did here was, first I started with my opinion, then I gave reason for it, like the certain other examples like voting and driving is banned for minors and it is illegal as well. So there is a reason behind it. There has been some research that they are not able to make good decisions at the age below 18. Okay, we can move on to the next phrase. Is globalization a positive force? Yes, globalization is definitely a positive force because it allows the products of the nation to reach to different country, different nations, and increase the competition and deliver better price to the consumers. So it is only because of globalization and free trade that we are able to use global phones like Apple, Samsung in our nation. If it weren't for that, we would not be able to have good quality phones in our hands at reasonable prices, because Indian companies, though they are good, but they lack some skill sets, or not skill set, maybe some technology which is there in the phone developed by another nations, which are patented technologies. Like Apple has its own iOS operating system that that is very helpful, that is very smooth, and they have created in a way that they are able to create ecosystem around it. So it was not possible if there was no globalization. So yeah, globalization is a positive force for any nation. Because of globalization only we are able to export our IT services to US nation, and it has become the largest contributor to our GDP, because we are able to provide them these services at cheaper cost as compared to when they want to employ their own nation's IT service company for the same job. So yeah, globalization is a positive force for everyone. Next phrase is, should the government regulate what people eat? I think no, government should not regulate what people eat. Eating is something which person does for his enjoyment, and at some point of time he wants to feel that he is doing something willingly, because when something is done willingly it creates a lot of satisfaction in the mind of human. Let's say you get up in the morning and you want to take high calorie food, but what government has done, and you want to do it for some maybe you want to work out, or you have just come after the workout and you need a meal to energize you up. But as it is regulated by government has strictly decided that you eat bread and butter in the morning, because this is what generally done. So your whole purpose of eating healthy food or maybe high calorie food which gives you energy as well as protein goes to an end. We don't know what government is going to do. Maybe your purpose could be different. You're trying to lose weight, but because government has regulated that you have to eat in the morning, this becomes difficult if you are following any particular kind of diet which doesn't allow you to eat in the morning. So yeah, government should not regulate what people eat. It should be the people's own choice, because different religions require different beliefs about non-veg and vegetarian food, so it is up to them. Okay, next phrase, should there be limits on free speech? I think no, there should not be any limits. I believe there should be some limits. There should be some kind of regulations out there which prohibits anyone to speak in a particular way. Reason, because if this is not regulated, people can come and shout at the public and use abusive words as a reason, in support to that there is no limit to free speech and they can speak whatever they want in public places or in private as well. So I am not sure, but there would be some punishment for using abusive language to certain class of people, maybe opposite gender or maybe same gender as well in some other way. So if this free speech is given without any limit, free speech right is given without any limit, people would be able to persuade others, and there are certain people who want to spread terrorism. They would go public and spread about these things because they will utilize the free speech right. They would be able to influence people at large in towards terrorism, or maybe they would make them fight against each other or against a particular class of community or class of people by filling in their head bad things about them, by brainwashing them. So words are very powerful, which can change the thought of any human being. So it has to be kept in mind that there are certain limits on free speech. The topics, the gist of it, what kind of influence your speech can bring, that is something which has to be kept in mind, and there should be some limit on it. Next phrase is social media a human right? Yes, it is. Social media is a human right, because human right is something which you can do or perceive without any restrictions. There could be some restrictions which are because of the ethics or maintain well-being of the society, but yeah, like it is human right to move on the road and drive bicycle or drive car. It is your right, but it has to be done in certain way. Like you can't go on a lane which is opposite side of the direction you are going, Like in India, you have to be on the left side of the road, and in some countries abroad, there is law that you have to be on the right side. Sorry. So social media similarly is a kind of human, right? You can log in into any social media like Instagram, Facebook, and you can surf over there. You can watch reels. You can make your own reels and upload over there. So these things have to be kept in mind. Yeah, I think an example for this would be the similarly would have given. So you can simply create reels, you can make YouTube videos or vlogging, and you can even earn out of it. So there should not be any restriction in going to social media and making, getting entertained, because this is the only reason why these big companies like Facebook, WhatsApp, and internet companies, where most of the people use internet for these social media websites only, these big internet companies like Geo, Airtel, these have been able to earn a lot only because of this social media thingy. I think next phrase would be the last one for today. Should the wealthy pay significantly higher taxes? I believe yes, they should be paying higher taxes, but I have a mixed view here. From individual perspective, from a person perspective of a person who is middle class, who actually I am. So if I want to see my individual level, wealthy people should be taxed more. They should be paying higher amount of tax as compared to the middle class or lower class of people. Reason being, they have a lot of money, and most percentage of their wealth or amount that they earn should go to taxes, so that government has more amount of money that can be spent on common utilities and infrastructure, and made these things like toll plaza free. So that could be done, which would help remove some hardship from the lower and middle class people who have been paying their hard earned money in taxes. So maybe let's look at an example. Ambani is earning 1 lakh crore yearly, for example. This is just an example. Even if he is able to pay 10% or 20% of his income to the government as taxes, it would cover a lot of people's tax that they are charging from middle class people. Let's say he is paying 10,000 crores, and the tax that my one of my friend who was earning 15 lakhs last year, he paid around 1 lakh tax. So 1 lakh people who are earning 15 lakhs per annum, so there would be 10,000 people who will combined they will pay 10,000 lakhs, but Ambani has individually paid that amount. So that's the big impact one person can bring, a wealthy person can bring, by paying higher taxes. There has to be some laws which govern all this stuff. Okay, I think that is all